Hey, welcome back. We have a knife here and one I'm very excited for. Been pursuing this for a few months and finally got one. This is from Boatright Bladeworks, and Chase Boatright formerly worked with McNeese and does a really nice job on his knives. And I've had the opportunity to buy one other prior. Sorry, let me just take this off the screen really quickly here. And just, yeah, the fit and finish was awesome. And I saw this one pop up along with a couple others that were sort of similar in design. And yeah, knew I had to have it. So he lists his knives on Instagram, first come, first serve. So he puts them up there, and then whoever says in first gets the knife. And this one here is called the Moraine, and it's a medium version of the Moraine. The handles are rich light and burlap. It's a Nitro V blade in this case, brass hardware, duplex hollow grind in a Kydex sheath. Really, this one just caught my eye. So, oh, it's smaller than I thought it would be. That's really cool. This is also a pretty cool sheath with a vertical carry, or horizontal carry rather, which should work really well for this size. So I was excited to try that out too, because I had already gotten the Ventifact prior, and yeah, wow, look how much smaller this is. This is exciting. This is actually more of what I was hoping for, to be honest. So, oh, that thing is sweet. Wow, check it out. That is really, really nice. Little Nitro V up there. Man, that duplex hollow that's a special grind right there. Check that out. Dang. That is just bad. Bad to the bone. Wow, it's really thin behind the edge. Oh my God, it's so thin. Did not expect that. This feels much lighter and smaller than I expected. Feel in hand is great. If I was actually, if I had my choice, I would actually go for a full finger choil up here on a knife this size. So I think that would be a really nice add-on here. This is more than enough room for sure, but I actually think that would put this one over the top for me, would be to have a finger choil up there rather than this sort of sharpening choil. Man, that fit and finish is just sweet. Wow, he did a really nice job on that. That is really cool, and it has some really nice liners in there. That thing is just a nice little spacer. Man, that is awesome. So this reminds me a lot of, like you've seen on the channel, my favorite EDC. It's like almost the exact same size. That's crazy. I'm actually custom making a knife a lot like this right now. It does have the finger choil of the Demco, but this is like so close to it. It's crazy. I'm kind of blown away right now. The feeling in hand is really nice because it's got some really nice, it's very rounded, much wider here on the handle than like the Demco. Yeah. That's pretty sweet. Wow, I'm almost like worried about the toughness as thin as it is. I'll zoom back out here. See how it goes in and out of the sheath. Ah, very nice, just like the Ventifact. He does a really good job on these sheaths, which is important on these fixed blades if you're gonna really use them. And I feel like with this sheath, you could just throw that in your pocket with the sheath on and just kind of carry it in the pocket like that, because this knife's just not that big. Or of course you can, use this. And yeah, so with the Ventifact, it's quite a bit bigger. Let's compare here the size of these two. And for the sake of proportion, I'll put this one on the top first. And you can see this is a much smaller knife. I really like this handle shape. This one's good, but it's not quite, it's just for my hand size, it's a little small in there with that design. I guess your pinky kind of goes over the back and then it's okay. But for me, I just kind of prefer like probably a choke up point here so that my fingers sit in that part. This one feels perfect in hand to me, but it's obviously a much bigger knife. So let's get a little weigh in here. And we'll do some measurements and so on to compare these. All right, so this guy tipped the scales 5 1/4 ounce. Feels a little lighter than that, which is cool. This one also has a very thin behind the edge, but definitely thicker than this. This is on a different level. This part up here is just crazy thin, like paper thin. It's insane. Wow. This guy, I'm guessing 3.75, 3.9 ounces. Very nice. That is just a little sweetie. Super cool looking too. Love the look. Fantastic. Glad I have a little bit of daylight out here to show it. I wish I had full daylight right now so you could really see it. I like how he sort of knocked this down and gave your thumb just a pretty natural place to sit up there if you're choking up on it. This thing is really, really sweet. So let's go in on the tape measure here. Blade length to the handles just over 3 inches and the cutting edge 2.75. Whole length I'm going to go 7. Yep, exactly 7 inches. Versus on the Ventifact, definitely bigger, 7.75 or so, 7.625 I'd say. And then cutting edge, this guy's 3 1/4 almost. Called 3.2 inches or so. So, so cool. I'm really glad this came in smaller. That really becomes something I could imagine carrying because of that. That is really cool. I like how he did this kind of satin grind up here and then the dark wash. God, that is just so crazy thin. I'm just blown away by it. Will it cut? Let's have a look. Oh, it'll cut. It's not like crazy sharp. Okay, yeah. You can go straight down on there like a crazy sharp knife. CGRBs come that sharp. Yeah, almost. Oh, you know what can? The VC edge interface. Just straight down sharp, right? It's not quite that sharp, but it's definitely sharp. If you give it a slight pull cut, it'll go into that. So he doesn't put the craziest edge on there, which is fine. Kind of leaves you the opportunity to do what you want with the edge. It's kind of a thin little edge there, as you can see. And I kind of like that when you can pick the profile that you want, but man, this thing is just so crazy thin. I'm trying to think if there's a good way I can show on video just how thin it is. Because it is like a piece of paper. I think that's probably the best way I can show it. It's just so hard to focus when it's that small of a target. That's crazy grind on that. So yeah, nice knife. I'm very pleased with this purchase. Really like what he's doing. Check out Boatright Bladeworks on Instagram. I'll put the contact info in the video description. And always a good day when you get pleasantly surprised by a purchase, and this one's definitely a pleasant surprise. So very good, very good day. All right, that's it for now. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.